All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll once again be reviewing a beer from the Left Hand Brewing Company, and they're out of Longmont, Colorado, and this is their White Russian Nitro. So they are calling this a white stout that is brewed with coffee, vanilla, and lactose, and it is in the nitro can. Comes in at 8.9% alcohol by volume, 20 IBUs at the time of review. This can is approximately, I have no idea exactly how old it is, but they do have a Best Buy of February 5th, 2020 on the bottom of the can, and we're about 5 months away from that date, so we should be okay. Now, when it comes to Left Hand, they are the kings of nitro, especially when it comes to craft breweries, and I've pretty much liked every beer within the Nitro series, except for their Flamingo Dreams. It was okay. I actually reviewed that one with a good friend of mine and fellow beer tuber, Chris, over at Off the 10th on his channel. We did a live duo review of it, and we both enjoyed it, but as far as their Nitro series, they make awesome Nitro beers, and that was just okay. So when I saw this one, I was like, yeah, it's go time. Now, I've reviewed one other like White Russian beer on my channel, and it was from a local Western New York brewery called Swiftwater Brewing Company out of Rochester, New York, and it was an Imperial White Stout that was nitroed as well, 11.7%, and I really enjoyed the flavors on that one. The body and the mouthfeel, like, it just didn't seem like the nitro worked as well as the Left Hand beers do, so it lost me a little bit there, but the flavors were outstanding. So when I saw this one, I was like, man, I can't wait to get into it. They also have, the bowling pin on the front, and, the Big Lebowski, the dude. White Russian is his favorite cocktail. I like the theme. That one was called... the one from Swiftwater was Careful Man, there's a beverage here, which is one of the quotes from the dude in the movie. But this one, they're kind of going for a slight Big Lebowski, I guess, theme to it. But anyway, yeah, on the side here it says super smooth and decadent with coffee and vanilla. It's 13.65 fluid ounces, so it's 16 ounce can, but you lose almost 2.5 ounces, kind of like the Southern Tier beers. I guess just how it is. Sadiq, have you bought any Left Hands lately? Because I know you don't like the fact that they like kind of jippy on the extra fluid ounces. So I didn't even realize that Left Hand did that. I thought it was 16 ounces, but when it comes to nitro technology, I guess you lose a couple ounces. On the side here, the ingredients say Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, flaked oats, lactose, coffee, hops, vanilla, and yeast. So yeah. Anyway, let's crack this one open and get into it. I can't wait. Proper glassware. Got the Left Hand glass. Ooh. I always love that. I always love that sound. All right, let's give it a pour. Oh man, the head on that looked fantastic. Now, when I poured the last beer I reviewed on the channel from them, it fit right in this glass perfectly, and guess what? So is this one. That is fantastic. So, yeah, we'll throw it over here like this. Let you guys look at it. And what do you guys want to talk about while this cascades? I don't know. My favorite beer from them is still Left Hand's, just Milk Stout Nitro. But there's so many beers. Their Wake Up Dead Nitro is fantastic. I don't know if I haven't had one in the series. I think they did like a push pop, like kind of fruity summer beer that I didn't try. I don't even think I've seen that locally. So yeah, I'd like to try as many as I can from them. Anyway, oh man, little Dirty Glass Mafia on the other side. I'm not going to show you guys that, just a little bit though. I wonder if there's any on this side. No, not really. A little bit on the side. Whatever. Dirty Glass Mafia represent. So yeah, this pours out like a deep golden color. White stout, sure, has about a finger and a half, 2 fingers of this super compact, creamy looking white head like most nitro beers. And if you're telling me this is a white stout, then I'll believe you. I'll believe you. There's some pretty good clarity. There's some chill haze here. This has been on my fridge for about a half an hour, close to 40 minutes, so it's not going to be as... let's see if they have actually, I was going to say, as cool as they want, but would they don't... I thought they used to tell you how cold to drink it. Maybe not. Maybe not. I thought Left Hand did that, but it's probably at the 50-55 range. We should be fine. Let's get a nose. Ooh, it's nice. Definitely a pretty big coffee roast. Kind of smells like a vanilla latte. You're getting a lot of vanilla coffee. White stouts are interesting in that they're trying to replicate, like a regular stout, but they're doing it with coffee and vanilla, and sometimes they throw in chocolate to kind of give you the characters you would get in a regular stout. And I'm kind of getting that here, but this is kind of coming off as, like, honestly, like an Imperial Golden Ale or Imperial Blonde Ale that has coffee and vanilla in it. The one thing about nitro beers, I usually can't get a great nose on it. I'm not getting a great nose here. It just basically has coffee, vanilla, a little bit of like nondescript citrus notes, which is weird. It doesn't smell bad. It just can't smell a lot. So let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Very nice. That's very nice. good stuff. So first off, I'm just gonna get the body and mouthfeel right out of the way. Body, it's kind of like medium, higher side of medium body, 8.9%. It is a bit thin. I'd like to see a little bit bigger, but nitro beers usually are a little bit thinner when it comes to the body. The mouthfeel though, it's a nitro beer. If you've had a nitro beer, if you've had Guinness, if you've had any Left Hands, if you've had any nitro beer, you know what it is. It's super soft, super smooth, super creamy. That head is just so creamy, and each time you take a sip, it just blends in with the body, and it's just awesome. Yeah, every sip is super creamy. So the body mouthfeel, body a little bit thin, mouthfeel fantastic, kind of what you expect from a nitro. The taste though, this is drinking like a Imperial Blonde Ale to me, or like Imperial Golden Ale. It's not drinking like what I would perceive a white. I've had numerous white stouts, a decent amount at this point, and this one doesn't give me as much stout vibes as like somebody took coffee and vanilla and added it to like a base Imperial generic ale. And that's what I'm kind of getting out of this one. Not in a bad way though. I really do dig this. So right up front, hit with like this bready, biscuity, like malt component, touch of citrus, which is weird, but that kind of goes away instantly. I get a lot of coffee and a lot of vanilla latte vibes to this one. Pretty sweet throughout the palate. There's a touch of like dryness on the back. It doesn't really approach semi-dry, it's just slightly dry. And it finishes with a pretty big residual sweetness. Here's the thing, 8.9%. This is an Imperial White Stout. They just say call it white. This is Imperial White Stout, and it doesn't drink like it. Maybe a little bit of like a warming into the chest, but on the palate, nah. 7% max, totally not close to 9, which is impressive. It's very nice. This is one of the least complex, I would say, Left Hand nitro beers I've had. Outside of the biscuity, bready, like malt character, a little bit of that citrus, and then the coffee and the vanilla. Not getting a whole lot more in this one. It's really good. I really do enjoy this. I will say the couple negatives from here is the body's a bit thin, and I think this one might be a bit too sweet for me. I think by the time I'm done with this can, I'll be like, I'm glad they, I'm glad they, this is 13.65 fluid ounce instead of 16, because I think the last maybe 3 or 4 ounces might be a little bit tough. Is it cloying? Not right now, but by the end of it, it could be. I don't know. It all depends. But I do enjoy it. I really do. It's good. It's unique. There's not a lot of white stouts out there, so it's cool to see them do something like this. Does it replicate a White Russian cocktail? No, not for me. There is a decent amount of vanilla and lactose to give you the creaminess you get from White Russian, but no, it just drinks like a really nice. To me, if I was doing this as part of like let's take the nitro away, or let's say even though I knew it was a nitro beer and I was doing this like as a whodunit blind beer review, I would say this is some kind of like Imperial Golden or Blonde Ale with coffee and vanilla. That would be my guess. I pick up on the coffee, I pick up on the vanilla, not just because it says it. I don't know if I'd say there's lactose in here. Lactose is probably just adding to the creaminess of the beer, adding to the vanilla vibe to this one. For the most part, it doesn't drink like a straight-on white stout, although white stouts technically don't exist, but they do, but they don't, but you know what I mean. Anyway, White Russian Nitro from Left Hand. I'm going to give that just a solid 4 out of 5. Can't go much higher, can't go much lower. To get it into like the 4.25, 4.5 range, this would have to be less sweet, body bumped up a little bit, and just more complexity. It's kind of, 3 or 4 notes and it's done. But that said, it is a good beer. I'd be curious to see like if my rating would change by the end of this glass. If it becomes too sweet, this might get knocked down to 3.75, but right now 4 out of 5. Value and availability. I don't remember what I paid for this, but I want to say it was like $3 or less for this can. I want to say 4 packs of this were probably in like the $11, $12 range. So pretty good value for an 8.9% nitroed white stout. Yeah, I had no problem paying $3 for that can all day, every day. And availability wherever you see Left Hand. Although here in the Western New York area, I don't think this is showing up as of this review. I did pick this up on I picked this up in Cincinnati, Ohio, I believe at Jungle Gyms. And I saw it and I was like, oh, I haven't seen that yet. I grabbed it. I'm glad I did because I don't think it showed up here. But if it has shown up here, you should be able to find it then, obviously, the Western New York area. And I imagine it's going to show up in most markets where Left Hand gets distro. So pretty good availability, probably. Not positive, but pretty good availability, I think, and values there as well. So yeah, Left Hand White Russian Nitro, 4 out of 5. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. I think it's pretty damn tasty. I'm going to enjoy the rest of it. Hopefully it's not too sweet by the end of it, but we'll see. Take it easy. Cheers, everyone.